taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history, and it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Brees going to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, Brees. It's caught by Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brees. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
Second and 10.
To throw once more on second and 10. Brees. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Brees going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, the game underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, there's the flash and dash that Rams fans got used to during the Todd Gurley era, but with Todd in the rearview mirror, Here's Cam Akers, the rookie out of Florida State, and he can exhibit the same type of ability. Running.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing on third. Goff. And got it. It's Woods. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
First and 10.
But when you think of the Rams and their passing game, sometimes Robert Woods gets overlooked. But if I told you he led the team in targets for the last 2 years and had 139 last year, would you be surprised? Probably. But now with Brandon Cooks gone from the roster, they'll look in his direction maybe even more. And I just love the intensity that he plays the game with.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Goff throwing complete to Cup. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 5 yards remain on second down. Here's Akers. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. First and goal.
Brandon, I know it's hard to believe sometimes that a guy who was rated in the top 5 running backs in the draft could be a little bit underrated, but I thought that about Cam Akers. One of my favorite runners in this draft. We just saw that ability right there. Great vision, terrific speed, has the power to run through tackles and make big plays. Remember, he was a #1 high school.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Brees finding Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald with a sack.
And there's another sack by Aaron Donald. No surprise to anyone. The two-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He could have easily been the three-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not sure anyone in the league has a true answer for him. And one of the best parts about his game, the way he uses his hands. And he credits his high school coach for teaching him that hand placement early in his career.
Breeze here finding Kamara. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'm shaking my head and chuckling a little bit now, although it's not funny for anyone trying to block Aaron Donald. But you know, all week long, they say to themselves, don't give up any sacks. And they just gave up one there. They double-team him. They triple-team him. They try and isolate and make sure that Aaron Donald can't get to their quarterback. And he always seems to find a way. He's not just a physical presence. He plays the game with a great football IQ.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And his throw is going to be...
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And able to find Higbee, it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Goff's throw here finds Woods. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I remember covering Robert Woods in college at USC, and consistent was the word that was always used about him. Maybe we should have added dependable as well. Over 1,100 yards each of the last 2 seasons. This guy studied to be an NFL wide receiver while in college and has carried that over to the NFL. A pro's pro. This guy plays as hard as anyone in the league.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run here with Akers. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Robert Woods.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Sam Sloman for the Rams field goal. A 50-yard.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's a gain of 3.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. It's Latavius Murray, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 66 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Down, Saints.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, Goff. As he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
for Darrell Henderson.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And it'll be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
At the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's deep for top. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Complete. Smith has it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return is Henderson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And Woods has it complete. Touchdown, Robert Woods, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just my route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Second and 10.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. A shotgun snap for goal. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's gone. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Now a first down throw, gone. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Another Rams first down. First and 10 at the
Henderson now on first and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Down his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll run here with Akers. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Number 23,
A tough run there for Cam Akers, rookie out of Florida State. And while he had some experience in that while in college, remember the Rams' offensive line was inconsistent last year too. They're trying to get better. But while he was in college, oftentimes he would hesitate maybe a little bit too long behind the line of scrimmage, looking for the big run. Here in the NFL, put your foot in the ground, get your shoulders down, and get what you can.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play act.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Rams add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chomp into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
At the 42-yard
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Rams.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And this is Cook with a grab.
Breeze pass.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing now is Breeze. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
He's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Get into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more.
It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp, 76 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, the offense wasn't on time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
45-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Breeze again. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Samson Abukum. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Breeze here finding Kamara. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football. Fortunate to get that football back, as trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40. They'll run this with Akers. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought
offensively with the lead. You want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this. The scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Again, it's Henderson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in for 4 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Incomplete, right side to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. On first and 10, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Breeze.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Throwing again on second down. Breeze out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
3rd and 5.
Again, it's Breeze. He's going to let it fly, and he can't quite pick it. No interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Breeze going to go on fourth down. Open man is Michael Thomas. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
2nd and 4.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. That's complete to Sanders.
Breeze.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Good catch there by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers in midseason last year and had a huge impact in their run to a Super Bowl. He's a veteran receiver that everyone respects. And yes, he can still play.
Got it, man.
Touchdown, Saints.
Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Josh Reynolds, 50 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later.
We might be seeing a comeback, that momentum right back the other way.
But that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They open man is Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good for us Saints.
One final try here for Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Tonight,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.